said, dog, you dog world, just better make sure they eatin'. I don't wanna hear about loyalty, cause we all got different meanings. You ain't picking up what I'm putting down, you better off just leaving.
Before we get into this episode, everybody, I do want to say, during this episode, the camera was trying to focus on me, but I will get that, in order for episode 3. Also, towards the end, in the last, 30 seconds, my camera cut out, but, we're going to get all this in order for episode 3. I do thank you guys for watching and, bearing with me through that. Hope you guys enjoy this episode. Alright, welcome to the Outside Eye podcast. This is episode 2. Today is going to be a banger. I got my boy Ant with me. Probably one of the best football minds I know. Him or my man's Justin. Usually anything football, I run by them, get their perspective on it. So this is just a no-brainer. Ant himself is a Vikings fan. So, today is going to be a football-centered kind of episode. I got a lot of topics I want to talk about, 3 main ones. Definitely want to get into that NFC North. We're just going to jump right into it. And, I just want to get into, the NFC North, because besides NFC West, I think, y'all division is probably, the hardest division. I feel like any of those teams can make the playoffs, if not all 4. So, I just want to get your, thoughts on it, as a Vikings fan, the competitiveness of, that division going the next couple of years. Let's just start with, the Lions, for example. How do you think, them going forward? Because I know last year, Dan Campbell was calling plays, and they didn't look too good. So, what's your thoughts on that?
I think the Lions, they definitely find another offensive coordinator who could, you don't have to get Ben Johnson 2.0, but just get somebody who could get that offense flowing. Depending on what they can do in free agency, retaining somebody like Montgomery or something like that, because they got away from that 1-2 punch that was so prominent for the last 2 years, and that's what really slowed them down. It became really one-dimensional. Definitely.
Okay, yeah, that's what I kind of think, because it's they got the safety valve and Amon-Ra, and then they got I feel like that's what their offense is. Jahmyr Gibbs run, safety valve, Amon-Ra play, and then a random bomb to J-Mo. Or then he's it's been games I watch Lions game where it's he's not even a thought in the offense. It's either he getting 100 yards or he getting 15 and 2 catches, or no, sometimes no catches. So I feel that out of all the teams, if I had to predict one to I guess you could say fall off, it would probably be them, because it's you got the Bears. They just probably had their best year in their first year with the new coach. You got y'all who are just basically either J.J. McCarthy getting his shit together or a quarterback away, and then the Packers. I don't know how I feel about Jordan Love. He kind of a little. I don't know. He's either good or he's I don't know how I feel about Jordan Love. I ain't gonna lie. That's what I was gonna ask you about him next.
I ain't gonna lie. I used to hate Jordan Love. I used to think he wasn't that good, but he made me a believer last year, most definitely. After I'll say middle of November on, then he got hurt and they had to get the Malik Willis stuff going. But even in the playoff game, I feel like Jordan Love played great. Still, he definitely changed my mind on a lot of stuff. You gotta think about it, even with that at that Bears game. If what's his name, Jaden Reed don't drop that pass, they probably go down and score a touchdown and win the game at the end.
That's true.
So, yeah, Jordan Love definitely made me a believer.
Yeah.
But that defense was ass. They just lost their coaching stuff, yeah.
True, and Michael Parsons, he probably gonna be out all next year. He tore his ACL, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, that too. I forgot about his ACL. So yeah, they need cornerbacks.
Yeah.
They need cornerbacks, and they're gonna need some defensive edge help until he get back for sure.
How you feel about them releasing Trayvon Diggs? I feel like there's really I feel like that's either a win-win. I feel like you don't really I don't think he make y'all any more worse at cornerback, but I feel like the only thing he could do is either help. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong on that, but they just released him, so I don't know if they plan on re-signing him again or what's the plan on that.
Yeah, I don't know what they do on that cornerback. Honestly, their cornerback room is real. I think it's what Corey Valentine. Is it Valentine or Valentine?
Yeah, yeah. So
it's he decent. He decent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Their cornerback room not the best. So it's I don't know. I feel like keeping him would have hurt, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, they probably gonna draft one. They gonna have to. There's some good ones coming out in this first round, so they're gonna have to.
Yeah, I feel like this next draft from what I know, like I feel like this would be a good draft. Like I'm not really like I be telling you all the time, I'm not really into college or like that, but I feel like this is gonna be a nice draft from like what people are saying. Like I'm trying to get more into it, but I don't know. I'm really like the first round one for like maybe like round 1 or 2. Like I could probably tell you a little bit, but like after that, like the deep like hidden gems and shit like that, like I can't tell you about that.
Yeah, I'm not there yet with my little evaluations and seeing people, but I'm definitely like first 3 rounds. I pretty much know who's gonna be where, kinda, and some people are gonna be like late risers. You always got that person at the combine that do something random and everybody just fall in love with him. Now it's not his second round pick, but yeah, based off his traits. But yeah. That's gonna be a good one though. There's definitely some good cornerbacks they can go after in this first round. So they're gonna need to.
Yeah, it's a fact. I agree.
Everybody else in the division is getting better and better. They're gonna have to get cornerbacks for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Now, like moving on to like your team, like the Vikings, like me personally, like I kind of give you my assessment of it. I feel like honestly, like there is no better situation than because at the time we're recording, Brian Flores is still there. You still got Kevin O'Connell. Like I feel like there is no better situation than the Vikings. Like y'all have basically everything from my perspective. But y'all just missing like the quarterback play. Honestly, like I get people like, oh, why you let Sam Darnold walk? But like I don't know, like I feel like that's all. If JJ McCarthy becomes like who y'all want him to be, then I feel like that's all y'all missing. But shit, you could probably give me a better.
Yeah, a lot of people don't even know we didn't let Sam Darnold just walk away. We offered Sam Darnold the same contract that the Seahawks offered him. He just wanted to play on the West Coast. He just wanted to play on the West Coast because he's a West Coast boy.
Yeah, he's from Cali, right?
He just wanted to go. Yeah, he's from Cali. He just wanted to play on the West Coast. We offered him a contract. Same thing we did with Daniel Jones. But a lot of things they didn't. Him and Daniel Jones both walked because they didn't want to be in competition. They didn't want that. I always go back to this Caleb Williams, Spencer Rattler shit. They didn't want to every time they mess up, somebody be like, oh man, throw JJ McCarthy in the game. Who would want that if you starting quarterback for a team? But yeah, that's really what it was. They didn't want to compete with the JJ McCarthy talks and all of this quarterback debating and stuff. So they took not the easy way out, but I would have went to the Seahawks too. I wouldn't have thought to stay here and fight with JJ McCarthy for no reason. But I can go to the Seahawks and start. Same thing with Daniel Jones. He knew he could have beat out AR for this quarterback spot, which he did real quick.
Yeah, I don't think that was too hard for him, honestly.
Yeah, I think the first preseason game he won that job. Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting because a lot of people don't really, because I didn't honestly know that y'all offered him a similar contract. But yeah, him being from Cali, that kind of does make sense. So yeah, like, do you feel like y'all believe in JJ McCarthy, or like, what do you think y'all thoughts are on him? Like, do you think? Because I know there's a lot of talk about Kyler Murray coming to you guys and stuff like that. I'm not saying that would be a bad option, but like, like, where do you kind of like rank on feeling him?
So I feel like he showed his flashes, but then he kept getting hurt every time he would show brilliance. Like, for example, that last game of the season, he throws a crazy pass before halftime to Blake Sims on the sideline, probably one of the best throws of the season from anybody damn near. Then he turns around, comes out of halftime, and now his hand hurt. He can't play no more. So, like, it was either he was playing really good, injured, or playing really bad. It was really no in between. But he definitely picked it up towards the end of the season. That would give you belief. But with the injury concern, I don't even know. Honestly, I'd rather us bring in somebody like Mac Jones.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that ain't gonna lie. That would be solid because his little stint with, like, the 49ers when Brock went out, like, it was solid. It was solid. Yeah. So I feel like somebody, like a serviceable QB, like, is at the bare minimum, like, what y'all could do to, like, take y'all to, like, because y'all, not just last season, or not last season, but the season prior, like, with Sam Darnold, y'all was just arguably, one of the favorites to come out of the NFC. So it's like, I don't know. Last season was all over the place for y'all, so.
Last season was definitely because that was all Kwesi and Kevin O'Connell's fault. They didn't address the quarterback 2 spot until way too late. And yeah, we were just, as soon as JJ McCarthy got hurt week 2 versus the Falcons, it was just downhill from there. There was nothing we could really do. and then they rolled Carson Wentz out there with one arm, literally.
Yeah, that was kind
Yeah.
of a
That
little
was kinda
crazy.
shady.
That was overly shady because that's when I kind of felt like I went from like kind of like, oh yeah, James McCarthy's a young kid. I kind of felt bad for him to like they kind of babying him because like if you gonna roll Wentz out there, you could have rolled James.
Your mic tweaking, gang.
Oh wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, like he was like sounding muffled.
Okay, what about now?
You sound good. You sound good.
Yeah, that's why I kind of felt like a little shady, like about the whole Jason McCarthy situation, because it's like if you could roll Carson Wentz out there half a man, then you could have rolled him out there on, like
one ankle, bro. Like, come on.
That was.
I thought we should have gone after Joe Flacco when we had the chance, but they didn't. They just let him. We could have had Mac Jones too. I don't know what they waited so long for to go after a quarterback too. That was stupid.
Yeah, I kind of felt a little weird about that too. Like, I feel like them trading him to a division rival was like, kind of like, I didn't understand that. Like, Mike Tomlin kind of said something about it, and I was like, I kind of get it, because like what? But I don't know. That was
good too.
Like, what are we doing here? But yeah, like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it kind of comes down to the same thing for the Vikings. It's just, that quarterback play. But last
you need quarterbacks and defensive tackles.
Yeah, that's true. Last but not least, though, for that division, the Bears, like they had one of the craziest turnarounds I done seen in a minute. Like, they went from like, what was it, like 4 wins last year or the year prior to like this.
Yeah.
Like, that's how you feel about them? Because like,
I feel like it was not gimmicky, but I feel like it was a lot of luck. A lot of shit had to go their way to achieve 11-6. Like, they ain't had the best record. Like, everybody was we all was really condensed in for the division, kind of. But 2 teams 9-8, 1 team 9-7-1, and they was 11-6. But the Bears could have lost like 10 plus games. It is at the end of the game, for some reason they just wake up, but that's not really sustainable.
Yeah, that's a good point too, because a lot of their games was comeback. I'm pretty sure they had the most comeback wins like this year. Like, even including the playoffs, they almost had to come back again. Like, up until that fourth quarter, and like I'm pretty sure that game went to OT too. Like, it was gonna lose it.
Again, gang.
All right, what about now?
I think you're too close.
Try now. What about now?
That's good. That's good.
Okay, yeah, like up until that, like, even in that playoff game, I feel like they kind of were like gonna lose that too. So it's like, I don't know, like you said, a lot of that isn't sustainable. Like, they could have lost like maybe like 4 or 5 games. Like, it would have been a whole different story.
We could have swept them. They literally we went up by 2 points we went up by 1 point with like 50 seconds left. These motherfuckers returned a kickoff 70 yards to like they own like our 40 and won the game from there. It was always some lucky stuff every time down. Like,
yeah, that is true. Like, yeah, like, and Ben Johnson, like, a lot of his offense and a lot of his, I feel like his coaching is like a lot of gimmicky, like, get away with a lot of certain stuff. And I feel like after a year of film, it's kind of easier to like game plan. Not easier, but like you get like that. A lot of the stuff they were getting away with, I feel like they won't get away with next year, if that makes sense.
Honestly, I thought it was way more gimmicky when he played when he coached with the Lions. I feel like the Chicago offense is way more straightforward, way more traditional. Their offense was good. I just don't know. I just feel like they just did not turn it on until like the end of the third, early fourth every time. But this last 2 months, but not even this whole season. They had to come back against a lot of teams, honestly, to be able to get to where they got, but. With the Lions, I feel like it was way more trick plays and stuff, but yeah, they need to just turn it on immediately as soon as the goddamn ball roll out.
Yeah,
they can't do that again.
Yeah, a lot of that's not gonna slide next year. A lot of these teams aren't gonna like lose those games that they were losing. Like you said, even if they lose like 2-3 of those games, like I'm pretty sure they don't make the playoffs. So a lot of that isn't gonna slide next year. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see where Ben Johnson can take that offense and see what they can do. Like you said, I feel like a lot of it was more gimmicky on the Lions. I feel like he knows he has to like run a more sustainable, like less gimmicky offense. So it'll be interesting to see where they go. I do see them probably being better than the Lions next year, though. I'm not gonna lie to you, because that offensive coordinator out there, I'm pretty sure they hired him from Arizona. I want to say.
Oh yeah, he's terrible. Oh boy.
I don't know why the Lions did that.
Well, you got Trey McBride, Marvin Harrison Jr., Michael Wilson, and your offense mid as hell every year, bro. How? James Conner, you got drafted Trey Benson in the second round. How is your offense not? I don't know, bro. Yeah, he got to go. I don't know what they got him for. He's not a good OC. I got a friend that's a Cardinals fan. He said they basically run a little league offense, and that's what it looks like. It looks like they running gangster out there. I don't know what they're doing, bro.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna hire Mike McDaniel. That would have been a lot more different. I feel like Mike McDaniel is a perfect OC head coach. I don't really think it was his suit, but like OC, I feel like I thought they were gonna get him. That was a surprising one. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, when he went to the Chargers, I feel like he could have went just about anywhere, did anything. But you gotta think, like certain organizations, the Cardinals got a cheap ass owner. I wouldn't want to go and coach for them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to go coach for them at all.
Yeah. So like moving on to the next topic though, I kind of want to get your thoughts on like this playoff so far. Like, has there been any really like shockers? Like, kind of something I wanted to talk about was like with CJ Stroud. Like, I feel like we all see like I feel like that defense. All you needed was subpar. Like, what you need, like 20 points a game, and you could have won. Like,
all you need is, like I told Lucas, all you need is 17 points with that defense, bro. You should win every single game, bro. I don't even remember what the score to the Texans and Patriots game was. Like it.
Yeah, I want to say it was like.
How much?
I want to say. Let me.
It was 16-28.
Yeah, but I feel like that defense gave up that 28 because like he had 5 turnovers. So it's
but honestly, they didn't have any points off turnovers though. Last time I remember watching the game, he didn't have any points off turnovers.
Sure.
But at the same time, you gotta. The defense going bogged down. You can't just continuously let your defense get put on the field over and over again because your quarterback throwing what he threw 4 picks in the first half.
Yeah,
that's not gonna get it done, bro. 4 picks in the first. Oh no. And he threw a pick 6.
Oh yep, that's a fact. Yeah.
So yeah, from my math, we can erase some damn points from that, from right there. We can erase points. Yeah, we can erase points from. We're talking about how much the Texans gave up. Like, yeah. I'm pretty sure he just tried to fumble or something like that.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure like I want to say 5 or 6 total turnovers. I'm pretty sure he fumbled. I think he fumbled twice, but one of them he got back.
I know he fumbled 5 times versus the Steelers. I said that after the game. God. I was like, I didn't even know this, but he fumbled 5 times. That was definitely alarming. And he went to New England to do 4 picks. That was bad.
Yeah. Do you feel like? How do you feel about that? Like, do you think like this is my thing. Like, I don't feel like he fell off. I really honestly don't know what his issue is. Like, he obviously has a turnover issue, like fumbles and interceptions, but it's like. I don't know. I'm a firm believer, like, even with NBA, like, I feel like what he did his rookie season, you don't just lose that. Like, I feel like it might be a confidence issue or, like, I don't think he's not talented, but, like, I don't know. I really don't know what his issue was, like, because that was crazy. That was, like, I don't think anybody expect that.
Did he lose an OC? After his rookie year, I think his OC went... Damn, did he lose the OC?
That's a good question. Yeah, honestly, I was about to say we can look that up, cause yeah, like I feel like that was really surprising to see like him drastically like worse than what he was his rookie year. Cause that rookie year, CJ Stroud was probably that took the world by storm.
Yeah. What'd you say? No. Bobby Slowick? No.
Yeah, if he didn't lose his OC, I think it might just be like a mental thing. I think he's kind of in his own head.
I remember they had Bobby Slowick, but they fired he was the coach the first year and the second year. They fired him last year and got a new guy this year. And that new guy they said is coming back. I know at the beginning of this season they had like offensive line like continuity issues and like just getting everybody together because they had like a bunch of new pieces. But the offensive line started playing good towards the end of the year, and he still was ass. I don't know what he had going on, but he need to fix it or he gonna be in a I don't even know, like a reverse Bryce Young situation where they about to bring in a veteran to, if he mess up, put somebody else in the game. But no, they still had a pretty good to start off 0-3 and still make the playoffs and almost win your division. That's pretty good still though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it went on like a crazy win streak towards the second half of the season, all backed by that defense, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, yeah, I don't know. That was definitely an interesting one of this playoffs. Another one, like that Bears game. Do you think like Caleb Williams sold him that game, or like, because everybody's talking about like the DJ Moore like kind of ran that route? Yeah, like, do you think that was like a bad decision by Caleb, or do you think DJ Moore like kind of just gave up on that route? Because it seemed like from the jump, like he kind of wasn't running the route the best. But I also think even if he was running the route, like in my opinion, like I feel like it wasn't the best throw because he came down. I feel like he would have jumped DJ Moore anyway.
Yeah, based off of everybody else, like from what I've seen, like all the like breakdowns of that play, DJ Moore didn't stay friendly at all. Staying friendly is like when you're running like a end cutting route as a receiver. If you're like you don't want to run it, not round it, but you want to stay going straight down the line, like a Justin Jefferson, at least coming back towards the quarterback. He didn't do that. That's what allowed Curl to jump in front of him. But I don't know, that's how he was taught to run the route. But it definitely like the boy didn't even expect the ball to come his way. But if you think about it, like look at that play, it was a lot of space in between the linebackers and the safety. It was basically like a dagger, but they kind of like did it from far away. Yeah. But he just like ran it. He ran it like he wasn't getting the ball, like he was the clear out man or some shit. Like
yeah, like it kind of like he didn't expect it. Yeah, I get that's a good point too. Like as you pointed out, like kind of like when you think about how Jettas runs his routes, they're like they're friendly. I never really heard that term, but that makes a lot of sense. Like if he was to run that route and kind of like run towards Caleb.
Put the mic back.
Go ahead. What about now?
No, your mic was tweaking again.
Oh, is it good now?
Yeah, it's good now.
Yeah, I feel like if he would have kind of ran that like. I don't want to say like the more friendly way, kind of like towards Caleb.
If he would like he went this way, if he would have just cut it down, that's a 30-40 yard completion. Cameron Curl damn near running full speed might fuck around break the tackle. You might break his tackle, and that's game.
Yeah,
that's game. He messed that up a lot of bit.
Let me see. I'm gonna try and change my mic actually for you. There we go.
Yeah, he messed that up a lot. But I was surprised he didn't get that far though.
How my mic sound now?
That sounds good.
Yeah, I'm gonna just use this one for now. But yeah, so yeah, I was kind of shocked on that one too, because I like you said like it didn't seem like he had the kind of like I don't want to say attitude, but it didn't seem like he kind of knew he was getting the ball. Like, but I feel like with a quarterback like Caleb, he's a kind of like he improvises a lot. So it's like I feel like you have to be like you have to run those friendlier routes. Like you have to kind of like but like it seemed like he didn't. I don't know. I want to see if he said something about that. But yeah, that was a shocker. So like, you wouldn't say like that Caleb sold that, or like how do you feel like that game kind of went?
That was another game of they tried to do it too late, and all the mistakes from earlier in the game caught up to them because. I didn't really watch that game how I should have because I was watching spades and shit. But from what I heard and what I seen, I guess the Bears turned the ball over on downs a bunch of times from not kicking field goals when they had a chance to.
Yes, that's definitely something I wanted to ask you about too. Like a lot of these teams leaving points on the field.
Been pissing me off all playoffs. Like you can't do that because like you turned down a 3-point opportunity to goddamn. Yeah, you turned down this 3-point opportunity to now come away with no points, and now you just lost by 3 points. And if you just kicked 2 field goals, you wouldn't even be in overtime.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's something.
1 or 2 field goals, I wouldn't even be in overtime.
I think that people need to, a lot of coaches and teams need to keep that type of stuff in the regular season. Like, I feel like in the playoffs, you cannot leave no points. Like, because even, like, we'll get into it a little bit, later, but even with the Jags game, like, with, against us, I feel like there was a point in time that they could have kicked the field goal and that whole game would have been completely different. Like, they would have beat us.
After the, what was that? That fumble kickoff. Yeah, I remember Caleb Williams threw a pick on the first drive because they went for it on 4th down.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure he threw 2 picks on it. Yeah. I don't understand. Down? No. Well, I don't think it was on 4th down, but I do remember him throwing the second pick. But yeah, that for example right there is dumb to me. Why are we doing that? Like, I feel like a lot of teams are kind of like pushing towards that, and I think that needs to be left in the playoffs. I mean, left in the regular season. Yeah. You can't be leaving points on the table. For real.
They say it's a game of inches and all of that. You can't. It's a game of moments. You can't not take the points when they're presented to you, especially when it's like 10 degrees outside. You know, the next time you go end up back down here, I don't know why I don't know if these teams just don't believe in their defense, so they think we have to get 7 every time we come down here. But bro, you don't need 7 every time. You don't. If you've got a good defense, you don't need 7 every time.
Yeah, it's true. I think a lot of teams definitely don't believe in their defense too. So that probably plays a part. But if I'm like Chicago, I'm believing in that defense to give me my 3 points. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying like don't ever go for it on 4th down. I feel like there's a lot of situations where you could go for like 4th and inches. Like, I'm kind of like I always feel like you should go for that because that's almost guaranteed. But like those 4th and 2s and 3s, it's not worth it in my opinion.
Yeah, those like not taking your points on 4th and 2 and 3s and lose your playoff games.
Yeah, well, I feel like we done seen that like 3 times at least. This playoffs alone. Another thing I want to ask you too about these playoffs is like, how you feel about the Seahawks? Do you feel like they're the real deal? Because I feel like a lot of things, like I feel like the biggest thing are surrounded by the Seahawks is like people will say like, oh, Sam Darnold is known for choking in big games. I feel like if he plays anything above like, it's kind of like almost, I'm not gonna say like the Seahawks defense is the Texans defense, but I feel like if Sam Darnold plays just decent, like I feel like they can win any game. But against the Rams, he might have to play like good to great. But shit, we done seen last game, K9 basically won that game. Sammy had to do nothing.
K9 won in the last 2 games. But that's the thing about this. I don't think that they'll beat the Rams, even though they're at home, because Charbonnet just got hurt. So they don't have that 1-2 running back tandem in Seattle. Mm-hmm. And if you've noticed, after that Rams in Seattle game that went to overtime and Seattle won and all of that, that was the game where Sam Darnold was playing terrible up until the very end of the game. They kind of won that game on luck. They got a punt return for a touchdown in the 4th quarter. They got a whole bunch of stuff to bounce their way to win that game. A punt return is crazy. But ever since then, it's like they've taken the game out of Sam Darnold's hands. He's not required. They've been leading on the run game. He's not required to make these big throws. He's not required. They're just trying to make him take care of the ball. That's what it looks like to me. Just trying to make him take care of the ball and don't turn it over. Like basically, like what I used to say with JJ McCarthy. Just don't be ass. Just don't throw 3 picks. Don't throw 2 picks. If a man's open, hit the open man. Don't try to make the big play because you're gonna mess around and lose the game. And they're not allowing him to do that, which is pretty good. But I think versus the Rams, without Charbonnet now, he gonna have to throw that motherfucker. And I don't know, it's been a month since he's really thrown the ball seriously. So we're gonna see.
Plus, he got that oblique injury. I don't really know how bad that is, but yeah, I do remember him saying he didn't take a lot of first team reps. But so yeah, that's definitely going. I feel like, and I also feel like another thing is I feel like beating a team 3 times in one season is extremely hard. I feel like they gonna give you their best punch. They gonna bring because I'm pretty sure they swept them this year, right?
No,
they didn't.
The Rams won the first one.
Oh, okay.
No, the Rams won the first one.
Okay, so yeah,
November. They won by. Yeah.
So yeah,
it's
that kind of
1-1.
changes it. Then I feel like it's kind of it all comes down to how Sam plays. But other than that, like I feel like if it comes down to if Sam plays good, I feel like I got the Seahawks kind of like against anybody. Honestly, like I kind of had that since the playoffs because like that defense is ridiculous, bro. Like it's like Texans defense and it's like them. Like I think the Texans are a level above everybody, but that Seahawks defense, I feel like it's nasty. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, they're good. I'm not going. Don't get me wrong. I think the Seahawks defense is good, but you gotta think about it. Last time the Seahawks played the Rams get their ass 37 without Devontae Adams. That was all Puka. All Puka get their ass 37 by his. Let me go to the box score of this game. Puka had probably one of the best receiving. 12 catches, 225 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that was insane. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying. So like, and that was with no Tyler Higbee, I think, was still out, and no Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
So I feel like they gonna need to bring that shit for real. They're gonna need to bring it for real. And it's in Seattle, so you're gonna have the crowd behind you. But it's gonna be a great game, honestly. But
That's
I feel like
gonna
it's gonna come. Sam, you just don't F up.
Yeah.
Even they effed up last time and they won, but like, I'm not willing to base it off that again.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening again.
Yeah, Sam, you're not throwing 2 picks. You threw a pick to a defensive lineman, Sam.
Yeah.
And you threw a pick 6.
That pick to that defensive lineman was so I didn't understand that. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see that was crazy. But yeah, I definitely think that's what it's gonna come down to for them boys.
That boy threw a pick to a defensive tackle. Then he threw a pick 6. Oh my god. Yeah, that was bad. They had to make like a crazy little fourth quarter comeback. They did it, but I'm not basing. But what's
banking on that.
I'm not banking on that happening again.
Yeah.
Like Sam, you kind of not. You don't gotta play flawless, but bro, you can't do that again.
Yeah.
Mind you, they were down 30-14 in the third quarter, and they came all the way back.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily, like you said, bank on that again because I don't see that happen. I think the Rams, me personally, I think whoever comes out of this NFC is gonna win the Super Bowl. Personally, I don't know. Like, what do you think? Who do you got?
It depends on the matchup. I feel like I don't know because we all know Drake May and Patriots probably gonna go to the Super Bowl. That's gonna be hilarious to hear that. But when it depends. I feel like the Seahawks have a better chance of beating the Patriots than the Rams do.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't feel like the Rams defense is good enough to completely lock up the Patriots. I feel like the Rams have a better chance of winning the Super Bowl, but they just have to get past LA first. No, I feel like the Seahawks have a better chance at beating the Patriots in the Super Bowl. They just have to get past LA. If they get past LA, we can hand them a ring. But if it's Rams and Patriots, that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, because
I don't think the Rams don't have the DBs, in my opinion. You got Forbes, nah. You got I think Witherspoon just came back, and you got Darius Williams. I feel like if Mac Hollins comes back for the Patriots and all of that.
Oh, that is a fact. I forgot about him.
Yeah, I feel like the Seahawks have a better chance at defending the Patriots than the Rams do. But the Seahawks have to beat the Rams. They got to get past, because it's way different playing Puka and Devontae Adams versus playing Stephon Diggs and Kayshon Boutte.
Yeah.
It's a big difference. So I feel like the Seahawks have a way better chance at beating them, honestly.
Yeah, I think I also the thing about the Patriots that I like watching about them is I'm not gonna say they play perfect, but they're gonna take whatever you give them. Like, they're not leaving no points on the board. They're gonna, Drake May, he plays like a 6-8 year vet. Like, he's gonna take what you the defense gives him. He's not gonna overplay things. Like, he's gonna make the right play almost all the time. Like, watching Drake May is crazy. Like, it's kind of annoying as a Bills fan because we just got done with Tom Brady, so we gotta do another 15 years of him. So it's him being this good in what is this, year 2? Year 3, year 2. Yeah, like him being this good his second year is crazy. Like, I only think he's gonna get better. So it's like, yeah, like you said, like either Seattle or the. I mean, yeah, I guess you could say that. You know, it's gonna be a little different,
Right.
but like I think I don't know. Like seeing him against either of those defenses is gonna be crazy because like seeing how he plays versus how like. But I think a lot of those defenses too, like I'm pretty sure Rams were like top 10 in like takeaways too. So like if they, I don't think you're gonna get a lot of takeaways if any against Drake May. So it's like I feel like that plays a part too. But like if Matt Collins comes back, I don't know. You might be right. The Patriots might. But as a Bills fan, I can't have them boys win. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
oh no, yeah, that's gonna be. It's already gonna be bad enough. The fact that they gonna be Oh, Matt Collins is already practicing. He's gonna probably play in the AFC Championship game. They saying.
Yeah. So even if he don't, Matt Collins is definitely a solid piece for them.
Like that. Yeah, that I like big ass receivers like that will block, because that takes a lot out of a defense, especially a defense like Seattle, whose cornerbacks want to tackle. If you send Matt Collins at goddamn at Witherspoon and take him out to play, that's a big thing. So yeah, definitely they want to need some shit like that back for sure.
Yeah, that's gonna be. Whew. Even if he don't play his AFC Championship, obviously we have him beating the Broncos. Like he'll play in the Super Bowl, so that's definitely gonna be a key part for them boys.
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of like saying in the AFC East, but switching topics, like.
They can play Drake Smith. Drake made the ball before Josh Allen.
The narratives are gonna. Stephon Diggs left and went to the Super Bowl. It was Josh Allen the whole time. Like it's gonna be nasty. That's why I said no matter who makes it, it's gonna be nasty narrative. Like it's gonna be nasty narrative. But it is what it is. Speaking of the Bills, it's kind of like where I want to, in the not end it on, but last topic is like where do you think what's your kind of general idea of what the Bills should do? Because at this moment of us recording, we haven't hired anybody, but we did just get the news that these motherfuckers is interviewing Phillip Rivers and shit. So it's what do you? I feel like this head coaching process, like Justin said, is probably one of the most interesting ones we're gonna see in a while, since I don't even know when. Because it's you got a contending team, a top 3 probably best quarterback in the league. Where do you go from here? And they got Josh Allen sitting in on the interview, so it's I feel like this next coach is gonna be kind of not Josh Allen's pick, but he's gonna have a lot of say so. So where do you think the Bills should go? Because we ain't cap hell, so
yeah, I'm looking at it. I got spot rack pulled up right here. It ain't looking too good. I got negative $11 million in cap space right now.
Yes, bro. Yes.
This thing was 2026.
Yeah, I want to ask you something. How does cause I'm not too familiar on the signings and all that, cause I was seeing somewhere on Twitter that they were saying you could cut certain players and re-sign them to different deals, but how does that? I'm not sure how that necessarily works, or where does that benefit? Because we got guys like Dawson Knox. I'm pretty sure Matt Milano's a free agent this year, so. You got, but yeah, Dawson Knox, Ed Oliver, Greg Rousseau, all those guys with those nasty contracts and underperforming. I don't even know where. I don't know how as a GM you get out of this.
My thing, you're gonna have to restructure some contracts. You have to let some people go. Some expiring contracts gonna have to just be expired, and you have to just roll from there, kind of. I'm looking at a bunch of expiring contracts. I got Matt Milano expiring, Joey Bosa expiring, Connor McGovern expiring. It's little stuff like that. Daquan Jones, his contract finna expire. So little stuff like that is Epinesa contract finna expire too.
Yep.
Sheesh. So little stuff like that, you gotta kind of let them go in a way, but you have to still fill the roster. But that's when you end up with mid players. You be who the F is that? Because you gotta try to stay up under that cap number, and what these big cap hits you guys got coming. Let me see what Josh Allen shit just said.
Yeah, Josh Allen shit crazy.
Josh Allen cap hit's gonna be $56 million.
Yeah, It's not. Yeah, his shit is his shit about to hit like a freight train, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you.
56. He's taking up 18% of y'all cap.
Bro, him alone, 18%. Granted, he may be worth the contract, or whatever, but fuck that. Like, I'm pretty sure him. Yeah. I want to say I seen it somewhere. Don't directly quote me on this, but him, Dawson Knox, Greg Rousseau, and like maybe like 2 other guys, I forgot who, take up like 60% of our cap. It was like 5 or 6 guys that take up like 60% of our cap. Right there alone, I'm like, yo, we really fucked. Like we really fucked.
Yeah, from what I'm looking at, I think most of y'all cap is Josh Allen, Deion Dawkins, Ed Oliver, Spencer Brown, Dawson Knox, and Greg Rousseau.
Yep, those guys.
Damn, y'all can't even cut Greg Rousseau.
Yeah,
that's bad.
And Greg Rousseau is so overrated to me. Like we was talking about this. Like he has all the tools to be good, but he's just not good, bro.
He's not good.
Like he's not good. Like, and that was the biggest problem with like Brandon Beane to me. That's why I thought for sure like he was gone. But like this motherfucker got a promotion. Like
I was telling y'all years ago, Brandon Beane wasn't what y'all thought he was, and y'all were just calling me a hater, and now we. Now we in the big 2026 and everybody hating. In 2022, when I was like, that don't make sense, y'all was like, you just hating. I'm like, no, that shit just don't make sense. I was right. Was I right?
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. You was definitely right. It was definitely right because I know, like, I'm genuinely, I've never been like this as a sports fan where I don't know like where we go from here. And I'm pretty sure they only let Josh Allen sit in on these interviews because they fired Sean without consulting anybody. So they're trying to do anything to keep him happy. Like, we don't got no receivers. Like, people keep saying, oh, trade for A.J. Brown, trade for Jetta is all this nonsense. Like, that's another thing about Bills fans. A lot of them are unrealistic, bro. Like,
and they don't understand cap space whatsoever. I have people at my job talking about some, you're going to be mad when Justin Jefferson requests a trade to the Bills. The Bills can't pay Justin Jefferson.
Like,
what? You have $11 million. You have $11 million minus negative $11 million in cap space. You're gonna add a $40 million contract.
People don't understand that shit. People don't understand that shit.
How is that gonna work? What are you gonna pull 50 mil out your ass? Like it's not gonna happen, bro. It's not.
It's crazy to me because it's like that's like most of our fan base. They're just very, very. Oh yeah, we'll just get AJ Brown. Like, granted, I would love AJ Brown. I would love any of these. Honestly, I would love anybody at this point in time. But it's like we can't really bank on that. We can't. So it's like that's what I was saying. Like I really don't know what direction we go. Like I feel like this head coach is going to be like kind of like it's going to tell us a lot about what the direction the Bills are going. But honestly, even with Brandon Beane at the helm, I really don't trust anything like this offseason, and like you said before, like before we got on here, like this draft has to be flawless. Like it has to be flawless.
They'll have to draft flawless and get like to at least be still contenders. They'll have to draft good players, make the right decisions in the draft, and get contributors who can contribute to your team at a low cap hit. But that ain't been happening for y'all the last couple seasons. So Brandon Beane looking like Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah. It ain't looking too good. So, but the thing about Kwesi is his free agency game
hits
flawless. His free agency game flawless. Y'all, I don't know. Y'all can't hit free agency game. Y'all ain't got no cap space.
Exactly. So that make it even worse. Like I don't know. Like I honestly don't know. Cause with this head coach, like say we get a good head coach or whatever, like whoever that, cause it's not even a lot of good candidates. Cause we fired Sean McDermott like after a lot of guys are interviewed already, second interviews or whatnot. A lot of guys are already hired. Like they this is another thing that got reported today is that Mike McDaniel, we were interviewing him, but he just signed as an OC for the Chargers. Like I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing until this morning when you posted that in the group chat. I did not know you can do that. But first things first, McDermott shouldn't even got fired. That game was not his fault.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you feel like you were scapegoated? Obviously, you probably do.
Yeah. He was definitely scapegoated. If anything, he should have been fired after that Bengals loss 2 years ago when y'all got y'all ass whooped in the snow.
Exactly.
That should have been the game that got him fired. Not this last one. And people are saying, well, he's a defensive coach and his defense didn't stop anybody. The offense turned the ball over 5 times. The Broncos had 16 points off of turnovers. How can you blame a defense for 16 points off of turnovers because your offense keeps turning the ball over? I have no clue, but yeah, that was clearly Josh Allen's fault, and y'all scapegoated the head coach just to do it when he was throwing bad passes and fumbling the ball.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even sit here and lie. Like, I've been wanting McDermott fired, but like I feel like this is the worst time to do it. Like, in my opinion, this is probably his best coached year since he's been here. Like, with considering all the circumstances and everything, like
lack of talent on the team.
Yeah, like it's been plenty of times, even in the group chat, I would tell you like, "Yo, like that was a great play call." Like he was coaching his ass off. So it's like I feel like he got fired.
Y'all on that fucking hook and ladder.
Bro. Wait, they called it at the perfect time every time. I won't lie.
I was so sick of it working because I knew it was going to come. Like, it was either that or the rail play. Y'all love that rail play. Honestly, teams stopped the rail play this year a lot more.
The hook and ladder is hard because you never really know, like, when it's coming, I guess you could say. Like, you know?
Yeah, But it was, that's what I'm saying. Y'all went further because honestly, I didn't believe that y'all could beat the Jaguars. Even though the Jaguars kind of...
They lost that game.
They did a whole bunch of dumb shit, not taking points. Yeah. But yeah, he should have got fired and keep him... Not even keep him Brandon Beane, but I say upgrade him. What is it? Giving him a promotion?
Football head. They gave him. They created a new title for him. Like we never even had that. I'm pretty sure Atlanta did the same thing. That when they hired Matt Ryan. But like we just gave him football head of operations. So basically, he just controlled the whole team now.
Yeah, head of football operations. Yeah, he did. That was bad. That's bad. And now you're gonna have to hope that he drafts somebody good at 26. Like, honestly, like, what do you even think y'all biggest problem is to even draft at 26?
Honestly, like, I'd probably say, like, it's hard to say. It's really hard to say because I want to say, like, obviously you can say, oh, we need a receiver, which we do, but it's like, I feel like we need so much other stuff. Like, we have no pass rush. I feel like we haven't had a pass rush in forever, but it's like, Brandon Beane loves defensive linemen. Like, he loves defensive linemen, so, like, I already know he's going to take probably a whole bunch of depth defensive linemen and linebackers and all this nonsense. Like, that's all he does. That's all he's going to do. So, it's like, at 26, it's hard to say. Like, I would love to say, like, obviously, my pick would probably be a receiver, but it's like, I'm not sure if we're going to get, like, is there even a point of drafting a receiver at 26? Like, unless, like, you were telling me before we got on here, like, dude from ASU, like, I know about him a little bit, but, like, I don't know. If teams say fuck the medical, he's going fucking high as hell. So it's like, you know.
If they say F the medical, he's probably going to go top 10. But what we've seen with these teams, as soon as, like, not even as soon, but if somebody has, like, an injury question, like, questions of injury, they'll let them sit, like Will Johnson. Will Johnson was a projected top 5 pick the entire time. They said something was wrong with his knee. That boy didn't, what? He didn't go to a 47?
Yeah. He missed, like, what, 3 games? Bro, that's my thing. Like, even last year, I said it last year. I'll say it again. Like, we should have said fuck the medical and just swung for him, bro. That was the best corner in the draft, undisputably. So it's like, I will take that chance. Like, that's where I was at with Brandon Beane. Like, just take the chance, bro. Just take the chance. Like, you would sign Tre'Davious and all these guys, but you won't take a chance on the best corner because he has some knee injury that was reported. Like, bro, fuck that. Like,
and didn't you guys draft a cornerback who had an injury too?
Yes, Maxwell played I ain't gonna lie, he came to the Chiefs game. He kept up with Xavier Worthy. With the plays he was on him, he locked him up. He played limited snaps that game. But he was great. He was speedy, all that shit. But then he disappeared again. Like, I probably seen him, like, what, 2 games this year? Like, I haven't seen him. It's not that he's bad, but it's like the same reason skipped on Will Johnson. He just missed pretty much the whole season for that. Like, I don't understand it. So it's like, this draft, I feel like it has to be perfect, bro. I can't even say he's on the hot seat because he just got promoted, so he's probably locked in. I feel like him and Terry Pagula is, like, overly locked in for some reason. So
they said Maxwell Harrison played in 18 games. I don't know.
That's cap. That's for sure cap. That's for sure.
He might have. He might have played and then got hurt in the middle of the game, and they count it as a game play.
Yeah, it has to be that, because I know for a fact he didn't play in 18 games. That's why Tre'Davious had this like second coming of himself, because he had to play. Tre'Davious was never supposed to be like our CB2-1 and shit like that. He was never supposed to do it. He was supposed to be a deaf guy, but he had to be that because Maxwell was hurt. And then if he did play, it was limited snaps, and you know, so it's like, I don't know. But like when you got the Patriots, they're becoming probably another powerhouse. So it's like I honestly don't even know. It all comes down to this coach.
The Patriots had a perfect rebuild.
Yes,
that was I told my brother is a Patriots fan, been a Patriots fan for a long time. They had a rebuild that was like, that's how you're supposed to rebuild. Like, you're supposed to be ass for a year or 2 or 3. I think they were ass for what, like 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, we ran the AFCs.
No,
well, not, yeah.
No, they were ass for like 2 years. Because they got Drake May and they got Will Campbell.
Yep.
So yeah, they were bad for 2 years, and a couple free agency moves and you're back.
That's it.
You got your team back. You got everything back that you need. They did what they were supposed to do. You guys had to draft flawlessly though, because that cap space is not looking pretty.
Yeah, it's nasty. It's honestly nasty. Like, and that's another thing with Bean. Like, I could really sit here all day and go on about Bean, but like my biggest pet peeve, like people will say he doesn't sign nobody. He gave contracts to the worst possible people, and then when it came to James Cook, one of the very few guys on our team that you should pay without even thinking about it, he wanted to fight him about it. I would have given him 18. Fuck it.
Didn't he pay Ogunjobi and Hoyt, and he knew that they was going to miss games?
Yes, bro. He said he signed them, and he said, he said he knew one of them was going to be suspended for 6 games, and he still signed him. He said the other one he didn't know about. What are we doing here? What are we actually doing here?
Why are you signing niggas who you know not about to play? You know he about to miss 6 games. Like, you still signing him?
That was right there. I was like, okay, I'm done with this dude. Like, I'm done with him. And then you're paying Greg Rousseau, who's like, I think his max he hit was like 7 or 8 sacks. Like, and we're giving him $80 million. But like, I don't know. Like, Brandon Beane, I feel like it's hard to have faith in the Buffalo Bills going into the new stadium and everything with Brandon Beane at the helm and Terry Pagula backing him. I'm not really sure. Like, and then the Patriots, like you said, they had the perfect rebuild. They kind of remind me of like the OKC. Like, they got the star player and they got the surrounding players around him. Like, it's literally perfect.
And it's not like they had to give anything up to get that star player. So they still got all their draft picks. They didn't give anything up. They still have cap space because they're just not paying Drake May or Will Campbell anything pretty much at this point.
Yeah.
Or even Gonzo. They're not really paying Gonzo anything.
Oh my God, I forgot about Gonzo. That was a banger.
Yeah, they got him at like pick 17. I don't even know how he fell that far. That was crazy.
The camera went
out.
out.
The camera cut out.
Yeah. Well, we're coming to, kind of the end of it anyway. But, I do want to thank you, my brother, for, coming on here, giving me an insight on everything. I appreciate it. This is the, second episode of the Outside Eye podcast. I appreciate the love and the support. I appreciate you, and again, coming on here. We out here, man.
Can't believe she ain't know I was one of them ones that said you ain't know that, but it's cool cause I told her I ran out of love. I really don't care that I'm poppin'. I feel better when I'm going shopping. And to all of the homies, they